Howdy. I hope this will be quick. I'm very tired. And I just haven't made a video for a couple of days, so I wanted to do a brief little vlog. That shoe video is a product, of course, of middle of the night-ness, insomnia, whatever you want to call it, and nighttime narcotics, meds. But it was still fun and funny. But I just think it's funny that I do that kind of stuff. I need to fixate on a project. I think part of it is to sort of avoid the level of pain, because you can sit there or lie there in your bed and just experience the pain, or you can find something to occupy your mind. So that's what a lot of these dorky projects are. So they're never going to reach a quality stage, because my focus is, of course, split when I feel awful, like everyone's. But I really am enjoying doing the sort of silly, goofy, crafty-like projects that have no pressure to them. I am very tired. I did that stage reading. It only had 2 performances, last night, which was Friday, and tonight, which was Saturday. And we didn't rehearse very much. And it turned out to be wonderful. I got to work with some of my besties, and then a lot of new people that I hadn't had the chance to work with that I've either known around town for a while or were brand new. So that was really fun. And it was a part of a festival-like setting, and so it was neat. There were belly dancers there, and there were storytellers and burlesque ladies and musicians. So it turned out to be a really enjoyable experience. And decent networking, I think, too. So that was great to meet new people in different aspects of what's going on in town, and to make some hookups for maybe future projects, which was wonderful. I stayed in a dressing room. The cast of Heathers could have all stayed in a dressing room together. I wasn't like shunning them, but I stayed in the dressing room with the belly dancers. One, because there were fewer of them, and it was slightly more quiet. And it's not that I dislike socializing, but it's just sort of overwhelming for me sometimes, for too long of a period of time anyway. And I actually enjoyed getting to know the belly dancers, and I got to know a couple of other sickies. Like there was a girl that had lupus, and there was a girl that had CFS or CFD, however you want to think about it. And another girl who had another. Anyway, so we were all able to talk about medicines and sort of swap things like we do here on the YouTube, so that was enjoyable. But the week, having had just a handful of rehearsals and 2 performances, and then today we went to the amusement park in our city, and I was there for a couple hours, several hours, and then I had to go do the show, and then I went back. And I didn't really, I of course can't really ride rides, a combination of the arthritic problems, and last year when I tried to ride them, I wore them at the end of the day so that if they caused intense pain, I would just are on the way home. But the adrenal response for me is really intense and wonderful, very fun, but then it sort of blows whatever adrenaline I have for weeks. I mean, it puts me really in a adrenal fatigue phase, so I just can't really ride many rides. So I rode the train, and I took a lot of photographs, and they had a lot of Halloween festivities going on with haunted houses and spook actors walking around the grounds. So, I mean, that was fun. But I know I'm going to pay for this. I went from doing nothing, or virtually nothing, to way too much. So I am certain that tomorrow, for the majority of the day, I'll be down, once I can, of course, finally sleep. But even when I get exhausted, I'm sure some of you know, the spirochetes stay up. I can get up at 7 in the morning, but I'm not going to go to bed till somewhere between 4 and 7 the next morning, just because the spirochetes are night owls, so I'm very tired.